Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Transformers Friday. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you with the Target exclusive Transformers Legacy Buzzworthy Bumblebee Creatures Collide 4-pack. And seeing as how there are 4 creatures to collide in this pack, I'm going to review each one of them separately. Thank you for watching this video or any of my other videos that you may have run across, which I hope is all of them. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very much for supporting this channel through viewing. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews, or just help channel out further, or both, that's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. And with all that said, let's get into it. Let's begin our study of entomology with a look at the packaging. And let's start with the top. And we have some product shots: Autobot Goldbug, Ransack, Sky Wasp, and Predacon Scorponok. And you can see there's like some honeycomb type stuff cut out around each character's picture there, so that's pretty neat. And then we have like a partial Autobot logo there. On the front, you know, we have some nice artwork here. Transformers Legacy, and artwork of the characters in the pack: Goldbug, Ransack, Sky Wasp, and Predacon Scorponok. Creatures Collide Buzzworthy Bumblebee. Transformers. 8-and-up Hasbro print. On the bottom, nothing but stripes over here and that recycled stuff. On this end, small print, fine print, legalese print, made in Vietnam print, symbols I'm not going to learn, a barcode, and includes full figures, full accessories, and instructions. On this side, some more artwork that kind of wraps around. Some of it wraps around from the front, some of it wraps around to the front. So, that's nice. And then I go bumping the camera. And then here we go. Artwork of Bumblebee, Authentic Transformers. Transformers Legacy. Then on the back, nice, probably most likely 3D render product shots of each character within this pack. And we have Goldbug in both modes, transforms in 20 steps, official Volkswagen. Ransack in both modes, transforms in 14 steps. Sky Wasp transforms in 20, and Scorponok in 25. Creatures Collide. Warning! Achtung! Attention! Don't stick things in any language pie hole that don't belong there. Also, don't give it to the babies. And then some more small fine legalese print, some made in Vietnam print, and another symbol that I'm not going to learn. And that, my friends, covers a look at the packaging. Let's take a look at Ransack in his alt mode. And first of all, let's take a look at his accessories. And the first one up is the handy dandy instruction booklet and Buzzworthy Bumblebee. And there's all 4 Creatures Collide, Transformers Legacy, Transformers. And as you can see, Sky Wasp is right there on the front. And then Scorponok. And then you have to unfold it to see Goldbug and Ransack. And you know, this is mostly nicely illustrated. I do like the colors on this almost as much as the Kingdom colors. It really stands out, and for me it's just easier to look at. So there's the instructions, his other accessories, and If you've watched my kickback review, Studio Series 86 kickback review, none of this is a surprise. Here we have his wing sword blaster thingy, and it's all molded in clear plastic and then painted this very bright color. And again, here's the other one, the same thing. And you can see right here it's the clear plastic. And here's his weapon, same exact weapon mold as Kickback, but I think Kickback's has some paint on it. Yes, Kickback's is silver. And then here is the extra head, which is the Kickback head. And it's different than the one that's on him. So, and now let's take a look at the figure himself. You know, not the best grasshopper mode, but it's very evocative of his transformation from on the G1 toy. Now I will say, you know, I do like the fact that they give him this face cover here, just like on Kickback. You know, that's pretty cool. The best looking thing on this dude are these wings, just like on Kickback. You know, the details and the clear plastic and, you know, or translucent plastic rather, and all these little details, and it just really stands out. And again, I think that's the best part of the figure. Now in the robot mode, don't get me wrong, they look fantastic, but the insect mode, which is where I think, you know, it should excel at for Insecticons, it's just, you know, it's okay. And that's about all I can say about it. And as you can see, this head's actually more grasshoppery looking than Kickback's. And the antennas, of course, you know, they can turn, legs can come out, and they can rotate all the way around. And, you know, you got a little bit of articulation here and here at the feet, and then, you know, you can bend that, but I don't think you're really supposed to. And then of course the wings will also spin a full 360 degrees. And, you know, not a whole lot of paint apps on this guy, but, you know, the colors that they used to make him, you know, it really pops. Here's some paint right here. That's a paint app, and that might be just about the only one. No, there's some right there. And Decepticon Tampo. Well, that does it, my friends, for a look at Ransack in his alt mode. It's time for alt mode comparisons, and let's start things off with his mold mate Kickback and his pack mate Goldbug. And as you can see, you know, mostly the difference between Ransack and Kickback are the colors or the paint, you know, especially on the wing gun thingies. Most notably, the most notable difference, of course, beside the color, is the head. And he does come with an alternate Kickback head, but I prefer the one that's on him. And here he is with his other two pack mates, Sky Wasp and Scorponok. And they're all deluxe class. And for our final set of comparisons, here we have him with the Titans Returns Legends class Bumblebee and the Amazon exclusive War for Cybertron, Earthrise, Leader Class, Alternate Universe, or Dead Optimus Prime. Welcome to the comedy portion of our program where I attempt to transform this Transformer, but I did forget some stuff on that last segment about the accessories. And his weapon right here, you can see he's got a peg for a handle and a port right here. And it just ports right into there. And as far as these go, there's a little tab right here, and it's hard to see. But you see there's these little slots right here, and you just take and put those right in there with the gun tip facing forward. So there's that. And as far as the alternate head, we'll look at that when we get to talking about robot mode. But as far as the transformation on this guy goes, it's pretty easy. Flip the hands on around, then collapse all this down. Pull the gun out of his back. Try to get a hold of this faceplate cover. And just put it all the way down in there. Then you can spin his head around. Tilt the wings straight up. Put the arms down by his side. Now as far as the rest of this goes, spin the feet around, fold them in, or fold them in and spin them around, whichever way that you like, and then just they fold up right into the back of his robot legs, and just flip the toes right on down. And that's his transformation, folks. Let's take a look at Ransack in his robot mode. And his accessories too. And as far as these go, there's a couple of things you can do with them. You can put them in his hand to use as swords. You can attach them as, you know, this way. They just port into the arm. You know, there's the port right there. And the peg, of course, you know. You can do that. You can flip it around the other way so that it's a blaster. You can hold it in his hand like it's a blaster. Or you can mount them right back on the wings. Also, they can mount right there. There's a port right there. You can, or like I said, you can mount them back on the wings, but that looks a little silly. Maybe they could actually go the other way. But still, that looks kind of silly. I much prefer them and down here so that he can use them as a blade. But that's just me. Your mileage, of course, may vary. And then as far as this gun goes, you know, it just ports right into his hand. Now, the alternate head, which I prefer this one for Ransack. I think it actually, you know, helps differentiate him from Kickback a lot more than just the colors. But the head just pops out, and you can see it's on a little peg and ball. And then this one just pops in there. And as you can see, that one looks okay. But again, I prefer the other one just for the simple fact that it differentiates him a little more. I'll get it back on there in a minute. Differentiates him a little more than just the colors. Well, that, my friends, covers a look at Ransack in his robot mode and his accessories. Now it's time for my favorite part of a Transformers review, robot mode comparisons. And here you can see Ransack with his packmate, Goldbug. And here he is with Kickback from Legacy, or the main Legacy line. Wave 1 Kickback. And you can see, other than the heads and the paint, they are exactly the same. Right down to the accessories. Here we have Ransack with his other two packmates, Skywasp and Predacon Scorponok, or Beast Wars Scorponok, or Repainted Kingdom Scorponok, however you prefer to call him. And for our final set of comparisons, here we have Ransack with Titans Returns Legends class Bumblebee and the Walmart exclusive Netflix War for Cybertron Earthrise Leader class Optimus Prime. For final thoughts on the Target exclusive Transformers Legacy Creatures Collide 4-pack Deluxe class Ransack, I have to say, you know, the alt mode, the grasshopper on this guy, it's pretty weak. It's super duper simple, and I guess maybe that goes back to some nostalgic feelings of the original that was a really simple transformation. You know, this one, it really hasn't changed my opinion on the kickback mold very much. I will say the head that's on him now, which I refer to as the Ransack head, I think is a great head. I mean, it's really grasshopper-y looking, if that's a word, grasshopper-y. Again, the wings are superb. I mean, I don't know what else to say about the translucence and just the detail that's in them. It's fantastic. I do like the bright colors on this guy. The only real gripe that I have with this one over Kickback is the Energon weapons, where they took these and just painted them solid color rather than molding them in that translucent color. And, you know, I did complain about Kickback's not having any paint on it, which I thought it could use, you know, a little bit of paint apps on these mechanical parts here, but they just went wackadoo overboard with the paint on these Energon weapons for Ransack. Other than that, hey, he's a pretty cool figure. I know a lot of people saying, you know, originally Ransack was a deluxe figure and he was bigger You know, in the G1 stuff, he was a bigger figure than Kickback. But, you know, for Hasbro, I think this makes sense. It's an easy repaint. They were the same, turned into the same critter. Locust or grasshopper, whatever you want to call them. And for the most part, you know, I complained some about Kickback being a really simple transformation, and the bug mode isn't real great, and that still holds true for this one. The bug mode isn't great, it's okay, but you know, I do like the figure. I think it's the colors that really grab me on this one. It's I don't know, especially the color on the wings, and it's just, you know, again, the best part about this figure. And the second best part would be the head, the robot head there. But that's just my opinion. Your mileage, of course, may vary. That does it for the review. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very much for supporting this channel through viewing. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews, or just to help the channel out further, or both. That's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.